Welcome to Crafty Soup. My name is Misty, and I have a quick episode for you on adjusting Cricut material settings permanently. Have you ever had a cut come out of your Cricut and it hasn't really cut all the way through? I find this is a common problem when I'm working with my materials on Cricut, and I have this basil double thick cardstock, which has given me particular difficulty. So I'm going to show you how to permanently adjust the settings in your Cricut materials so that when you're using the same material over and over again, you won't have to worry about it. So here is my cut file, and that's actually a freebie that I've designed, and you can find links to download this if you're interested. When you go to make your cut file, you're going to have some options of materials to use. So when I get into this cut setting, I'm going to get to the screen that allows me to choose my materials. Now I have these materials saved, but the one that I often use for heavy watercolor just doesn't cut through heavy watercolor cardstock, nor my basil double thick. So when I hit that little link that takes me into all the various materials, I'm going to search for that watercolor paper. And down here it says Manage Materials. So I click that, and this list is alphabetical. So it's not called watercolor paper, it's under H for heavy watercolor paper. So in this area, you can adjust various settings of your Cricut. And I'm going to choose this little box that says 2 times cutting, and it will cut with a fine point blade, and you can adjust the pressure. I don't think I need to adjust that. I just need it to cut twice over the exact same lines. And once I do that, I can hit the save button, and my settings will be ready to go. You can also go in and add your own materials. So I'm going to go ahead and call this one Basil Double Thick Cardstock. Once I save that, it will put that new material in the list alphabetically, so you need to scroll to find your material and adjust your settings. Now I remember from the watercolor paper settings how much pressure there was, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust that pressure to be up near what it was for that cardstock setting. You can choose the blade. In the future I might try the deep point blade, but for now I know the fine point blade on 2 times cutting works, so I'm going to go with those settings. Now, at first, my material didn't show up when I searched for it, and I found that I had to quit and exit out of Cricut and reload, and then it was there and available. So it should be saved, but if you're having that problem, go ahead and restart your software. When I relaunched my software, sure enough, there was my new settings. Now, I tried to save it as a favorite, but you're only allowed so many favorites, so I had to go into my favorites list, and you can see that tab there. I had to unstar something that I wasn't using. I'm going to replace that heavy watercolor paper's favorite setting, and then I star my basil setting, and now I've got a permanent setting for exactly the material that I use, and I know it will cut cleanly every single time. So I hope you found this video helpful. I have separated this out from the layout process video I did with that cut file. If you want to check that out, I will leave you links. But when I separate out the videos, it makes it much easier for YouTube users to find the content that they're really looking for. So if you found what you were looking for, go ahead and give me a thumbs up because I do appreciate it and it does help my channel. And if you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you join me for future videos. Thanks for watching.